The view from my window in Johor Bahru is that of a massive new urban development. Its lights are all off at night. Nobody lives there. I don't even have to look for these places anymore. They just seem to find me. This is a giant new development that, I can see it out my window. Like when I look out the window of my apartment, all I see is this giant new, city development project, right? And it's like 100% built on reclaimed land. It's all land that was taken from the sea. This whole complex over here, and this complex to be like whatever they're gonna build here, is all land that, until very recently wasn't land. It was just water. Countries all across Asia are growing, literally. Land is being reclaimed from the sea across the region at an epidemic rate as shorelines are exchanged for development land. China alone is adding on hundreds of new kilometers each year, and this practice has spread all through Southeast Asia.
In the area of land, we are always looking at new options, new ways, different ways in which we can expand our physical space.
The benefits of land reclamation are obvious. There is no way to kick off this land or to pay for it, and the profits are huge. And we're talking about profits in the ballpark of anywhere between 10 times and 100 times what it takes to make the land. The only real expense here is the native maritime ecosystem. But at this juncture in Asia, this doesn't seem to be nearly as valuable as an expanse of virgin construction land. The project is called Iskandar Waterfront City. It is to be a new financial district, high-end residential and recreational area spanning all the way down the coastline of Johor Bahru on the doorstep of Singapore. Check out what they think they're building here, right? Look at this. Like apartment towers, like out at sea, and like a parking lot of like yachts, right? So like you have to drive your yacht up to get to your house here. Giant monitor lizard. He's right back here. He's gone. Is he in there? He's gone. That's like one of the interesting things about walking around Southeast Asia, that you're just walking down the sidewalk and all of a sudden you see this, giant monitor lizard like right in front of you. I grew up in a place where we don't have giant monitor lizards sunning themselves on the sidewalk. I don't know. I think they're kind of cool. I live in an apartment complex that has Straight's view in the name, but I can't see the Strait because this monstrosity is blocking the way. It's called Country Garden, and is yet another large-scale Chinese development in Malaysia. See, there's like nobody here. You can just kind of stand out in the road. No, not many shops in the shops. I mean, this isn't a ghost city. This place is just new. Oh, what's your name, man?
My name is Masood.
Masood. Yes. Oh, that's cool. What do you do here? Are you a construction worker? What kind of work?
Work is I coming from Bangladesh. So my family is very poor, so I come in here. I come in here and working this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And you get paid more money working here?
Yes, money.
Mm-hmm. You're from Dhaka, right?
Yes,
Dhaka is crazy, man.
Yes.
Like the traffic there is just insane. Like you can walk faster than the cars.
Yes.
Like man, it's crazy. Yeah, good move coming here, man.
Yes.
That was a nice guy. It's these workers from India and Bangladesh are like
I work in this pipe fitting. Can last roof, not roof. Yes. For our idea, yeah.
Hundreds, literally hundreds of new cities are being built across Asia as countries attempt to rebrand themselves in this phase of globalization. Basically, the economic positions of countries all across Asia are being shaken up, and many are vying to rise to the top.
And say half Malaysian and half Singapore. Half Singapore. That's all Singapore.
While Iskandar waterfront city doesn't formally meet the definition of a new city, the basic idea is the same. Create a massive amount of luxury housing, a 5-star living environment, a new cosmopolitan upper middle class identity, and then sell it to the continent's new rich, who seem to love nothing more than stashing cash in real estate.
Country Garden 5-star living for you. It's project names.
5-star living for you, that's appropriate.
Country Garden and the Iskandar waterfront city is basically a new city for the rich.
Oh, there's a Starbucks down there.
These new developments not only support but exacerbate the growing class disparity in Asia, as the rich are spatially separated from the poor. So apparently they told me I can't use this camera to film in here, but I can use my phone. I asked what the difference was and they didn't know. So this is gonna be filmed on my iPhone.
Yeah, don't use only handset.
So I can't use a camera in the whole city?
Yeah. All this country garden cannot use.
So this is a development for like 20,000 people, and nobody here can have a camera.
No, cannot use.
Hey, how you doing, sir? It tells me that cameras aren't allowed in country gardens. Is that true? In the whole development, a place where 20,000 people will live. Nobody who lives there can have a camera. Is that true? Huh? That's true. Okay. Oh, that's weird. All right, guys. See you later.
Coffee cup tripod. So I can't. As I explained before, I'm an author. I travel the world, I write. That's how I make my money, that's how I make my living, that's what I like to do. And one of the topics that I focus on is new cities, or these giant, massive new developments that are going up all over Asia. And you can read my book, Ghost Cities of China, my first book. My second book is called On the New Silk Road, which is about, new city development and infrastructural development all across Eurasia, from China to Europe. Check it out. But why am I attracted to these places? Why am I attracted to these new cities, these places, built by big business and big government, places that are built by, corrupt developers and, ambitious government officials? Why? Why do I like these places? At the start, I didn't really know. I was just kind of like after a good story, an interesting story, a story that would get attention and, make me money. But I eventually realized that there was something a little more behind it, right? Now I'm a traveler. I've been traveling since 1999, right? And travel eventually kind of becomes this romance with places. It's kind of like, you just kind of have these long-term relationships with places that may be a little strange, but you get real romantic about, places and experiences you have in them and how these places change and how the cultures in them, transition and just basically how time passes in places. And a new city, a new dot on the map is just overwhelmingly attractive to a traveler. This is a place that people will go to, that people will stay in, that people will visit, that people will live in, that wasn't here a year ago, right? It just didn't exist. And now it's here, and now it's on the map, and now it's established. And to see these places at the beginning of their histories, at the start of their timelines, and I really like just watching how they evolve, how they develop a culture, develop a character, how they become real places all throughout human history. Cities are born and cities die, but to be around and be able to observe either of these things happening is kind of rare, right? I mean, it's just like monumental moments in history. The founding of a city, the death and depopulation of a city. Fascinating. I don't know. Maybe this is kind of like my archaeology fantasy. My first career was in archaeology, and maybe this fantasy of like cities dying kind of like warped itself over time, and now I'm really into cities being born and coming alive.